Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop. We are working on the
banana today?
The banana today, yeah.
So we did the front axle in the banana. Now we're gonna go to the back axle. We're gonna put in the same one, but we're redoing the suspension and the links and the axle shafts. We're gonna upgrade to 35 spline so it'll match the fronts.
And we're also redoing the exhaust. That means welding for Lizzie.
Welding, lots of welding.
Too bad though, we're saying goodbye to Lizzie.
Bye-bye. I'm only gonna be gone for a week gathering cows. See you when I get back.
Let's do this. Happy dog. Axle graveyard.
We can build this one, or we can build this one.
That one's closer.
Okay.
Do you have a preference?
No, they're the
that
same.
That one's cleaner.
Doesn't matter to me. I remember when I used to be young and strong.
Young and dumb. Do you good?
All right.
I like the close one. That was a good choice.
Okay, we're gonna go build this.
The first thing we need to do is strip off all the old junk, get rid of the brakes, and then we'll be ready to start building. Chris. You don't have a posi.
That's not a power lock.
Okay, right here we can see the differential. You can see the side gears, the spider gears. There should be a big posi unit there, and all that should be hidden inside. So this is just an open differential.
That's a new one going in. Yeah. Quite a bit stronger.
So one of the things we got to figure out is how to get this axle shaft through this tube. And these are usually smaller than 1.5 inches, and this is right at 1.5 inches.
Yep, we're gonna have to ream that out.
We got to find a reamer.
This is where I park too.
He has his own parking spots.
Hey.
I think 6 is the widest that I've got.
We should have gone in the front door.
That was fun. We could definitely.
Hey, you guys got magnets?
Yeah, we did.
Jace told me
Try
that
that guy
your
out.
love
Let me know if
language
you-
was touch.
Yeah.
I know it's a smaller one. The
I
price
need
is
to bore 1.5 inch
way
hole through
manageable,
about
and it
6
comes with
inches.
Your guide pin already.
So Sally's gonna save us again.
Sally? Is that what you named her?
Yeah, the drill press.
I hate that thing. This will totally work.
We got smaller ones?
No.
Alright.
These will totally do it.
Okay, I believe that you will
We will
figure out a way
cram-
to ram them in there.
We will cram them in there. All right, we're back from our shopping spree. We got some of the stuff's coming later today, some of it's coming tomorrow. None of that matters right now because Tom's headed on a job, I'm headed on a job another way, plus there's another job. We'll see you in a second. Good morning. So the jobs just kept coming in. We never made it back into the shop. It is a new day, so we're gonna get started working on this again. So if you remember, we need some of the right parts because this particular axle has parts we don't want to use. So let's head out to my pile of parts and see if the right parts are out there. All right, I gathered up a bunch of tools, the ones I think that I'm gonna need to get the parts that I want. We're gonna find out how I did here in a minute. How am I doing? How are you doing, Peanut? All right, this is the one
that I want to see if we can revive. It's just a little bit rusty. It's had some water in here. Gonna get the rust out, sort of. Awesome.
Better not get gear oil on my khakis. Not the claw. The claw.
Will you build this for me?
Oh yeah. I got to drill in from both sides and get a plug out of this of aluminum. And I think it'll connect.
How excited are you?
Super excited because I get to use my new drill press. First we got to drill a little pilot hole through this, and then we will run that bit all the way through, flip it over, run it through again. Beautiful. It is a thing of beauty to watch this awesome, amazing drill press just churn right through. See that? Got a hole all the way through now. Now we can run that in. Those are beautiful. Look at those chips. The smell of tap magic.
Smells like magic.
That right there is exactly how we're going to use it. We're going to use this piece as a little guide for the cutter as it goes through the end of the axle. Okay, we only have to do that for like 10 inches.
Going really good, Tom.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've gone in exactly almost nothing.
Oh, you got like a 1/4 inch.
Yep.
We're gonna let the chips fall where they may.
That's the second time he's told that joke today.
All right, I'm gonna try and touch up the teeth on this cutter and see if we can get it to go a little bit longer.
Wow, that's looking good. Tom just eyeballed a significantly better cutting profile than what this had on it for this particular job. I would never admit it on camera though. Good job, Tom.
We're gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Good job, Tom. Cut that out.
They
Man,
find
this is working so good. I'm thinking we're gonna let Tom have a lunch break today.
Oh, time to eat my PBJ. This one's hotter.
This one. Okay, go put it in the freezer.
Get it ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it in here for a little while.
So with Tom's new profile that he cut on the bit, it's cutting really fast. It looks like we have a solution. It is still getting the drills hot. We're gonna put those in the freezer for a minute and start working on the Powerlock Posi.
We've got a kit to change out the side gear, so it'll be 35 spline. We'll go find that and put it in. We actually got the right tools to put these axles together. We're gonna try that this time.
I've never done that in my entire life.
Wow, we're gonna learn together.
Bearing press, huh?
Yeah,
What's wrong with your other press?
we never had one of these.
I need to cut that. Just use this grinder here.
I can cut it for you.
Thank you. There you go, Ed.
Seems to have worked.
All right, bearing removed. How's it look? No damage.
Undamaged.
This is a win. Today we're doing the right thing the right way, which is new ground for us. That's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
The power of removing a bearing without destroying it.
No, it didn't explode.
It's all
Oh,
good.
these are gooey.
We need a bin. This is my first time getting into a power lock. They have these plates that are like transmission clutches that get squeezed together and lock up both wheels. All right, we are discovering what came in our rebuild kit. Oh, they're there.
They did.
Yeah, it's got everything.
Except for the side gears.
Look at that.
Oh, is the side gears? There might be
Yeah.
underneath there. Pop that open.
Yeah, we got.
We got everything.
Yeah.
We got everything.
Yay!
I was so sad. Now I'm so happy.
Wow, whiplash, emotional whiplash going on here.
We're gonna rebuild this with all new everything. This still doesn't fit, just the spline section. So we can get it in almost to the breakthrough. I think we got about a 1/2 inch where the tolerances are just too tight. Right there. We're gonna have to figure out how to ream that out because it's not going yet. All right, we had the sheriff's department out there in the search and rescue during the record games in case anything went wrong. And we did have a situation where we did use them and they were amazing. And it was just nice to have their presence there and we really appreciate it. Something that we here at Matt's Off-Road Recovery, we really believe in the search and rescue system. I get to see it all the time. We're out rescuing people in these terrible situations. Sometimes we don't get to them in time. I mean, we don't even know they're there. They're out there crossing rivers they shouldn't cross, or they're out there without water and they're stuck, no cell phone. Search and rescue is huge. They're all over. You guys are busy in this county. This is a very outdoor county.
Correct, 2,500 square miles in Washington County, and we have recoveries all over the county. Sand dunes is very popular. I'd say we're out there weekly on rescues with side-by-side crashes or dirt bikes going over cliffs. But the idea is to have, the element of safety is to have search and rescue medically trained individuals embedded with Matt's team. So if something does happen, that we can start immediately dealing with patient care right there on scene out in the middle of the sand dunes. So it's a great partnership.
Anyway, we would like to present you with this check here. That this is money that we raised, I think.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank you. We really appreciate
Good group.
what you guys do. So Search and Rescue is a nonprofit. It's run off of donations. There is some government funding, government grants, but primarily there's businesses and individuals that donate to this to make sure that they have the equipment and the manpower and everything they need to get this done. It is saving lives. How many lives are you saving here? Hundreds?
Well, like I said, our highest year in 2020, 175 rescues, and each rescue could be multiple patients or victims. Just a recent example with the snow runoff, we've had 3 swiftwater calls just this month. One was a young family from Florida that ended up going into a dry canyon, and when they came out, the canyon wasn't dry anymore, it was a river. So we ended up doing a high line and rescuing some kids and mom and dad to get them safely across the other side. So,
Yeah, awesome organization.
cool.
Glad to be able to work with you on this.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you. Trying to make a reamer. I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes in a second. I feel like we're about to make a breakthrough here.
All right.
So keep that thing from spinning. I'm gonna stuff
I'm
this.
excited to see this in action.
I'm just gonna ream it. That's all I'm gonna do. Oh.
You get it?
It seems to be smoother. I mean, it seems to be.
This is the test. Oh, it goes.
Oh yeah. Perfect. The drills are hot. Okay, let's go back to working on this. Yeah, Jake was supposed to be getting me gas.
To clean up the thing.
Yeah.
Can I hear gas?
You got gas?
I got gas. The
Nice.
good kind. Not the bad kind.
People always wonder why we're out of gas all the time. It's because we use it to clean tools.
And I know I'm supposed to be wearing gloves to clean this with gas. I know that. I know all the rules. I know all the rules.
This is the additive, the lube that you have to use in these limited slip differentials, and it takes all of the stink from gear oil and concentrates it into a tiny little bottle. So it's super stinky.
Super stinky.
That is so bad.
Yeah.
I've never smelled anything quite like it. We're gonna make a mess here.
Drop a comment if you could smell it.
Yeah.
If you've ever smelled
Hey! You gotta stop doing that, man. How many times is that?
3,
Tom's
Dude,
trying to subliminally
it's
stink
gonna
up.
stink in here forever.
Why are you trying to sabotage us?
Here, I'll just take this.
It
Yeah,
smells
I
like
can't handle it.
grape juice or something.
Okay, I'm ready for a cone. And you're saying the cone dish goes up.
Like a bowl.
Okay.
Friction. There's gonna be none left to add into the fluid.
I know, I have my own recipe for these.
Okay. This is assembly lube only.
Yeah. I don't even know how else to characterize this.
Okay, same thing on this side. Finally got that to drop in and align with all the splines in there. One more to do on the other side. Stuck that one there, and then we can hold the pins and flip it over. Okay, which ones?
It's like that.
Okay, that should all be together right. Everything moves good.
And it's lined up. This time it's lined up for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go call somebody back.
I feel good about this. And you should too. I think we've got ourselves a posi traction rear end out of a 53 Plymouth.
Are you positive?
Yes.
It's like a Positrack. Nobody knows how they work.
They just did.
How exactly does a Positrack rear end on a Plymouth work?
It just does.
It just does.
Here's something we should probably check. It fits.
Yeah.
Okay, that axle may fit through there. The difference between an engineer and a farmer is an engineer knows exactly how straight it needs to be and that it needs to be straight, and a farmer knows how to just guess it straight. That's the difference. All right, we need to wash this off. We need to wash that out. We need to start building that. Well, that's all we got to today. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It's another day of working in the shop. Got the Bronco in here. I know we're supposed to be working on the Banana, but a couple things came in. The Bronco's got to go to the Bronco Summer Games of Moab in Greater Moab area.
That's a long name. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to that thing. And then you guys probably don't remember this Jeep yet because we haven't shown you the video, but we're fixing a knuckle on it. And then as soon as that's done, we're back on the Banana.
Even though we have a 3-inch body lift on here, we still have some rubbing. The stock crash bar mounts are taken off on the Sasquatch. They take the crash bars off, but where the actual mount is where the tires are rubbing. So we're gonna cut them off right about there. Check out these new gloves.
Where'd you get them?
Matt'sOffroadRecovery.com. Get them while supplies last. Sorry. Well, that doesn't look that pretty, but it's off. We'll clean it up. Don't rub. Don't rub. Oh, that's gonna clear. I think that's good enough. We're gonna cut the other side.
Keeps the sand out when you're going in the dunes.
Well, I love the dunes. Wait. This makes me nervous.
Great job.
Make it look pretty.
Brett likes the farmer welds that don't look that good.
I made
It's his father's son.
So, Tom wants to clean the outside of this axle up, and I say it's going to live under the Banana, and that is not a very clean place to live, so it doesn't make any matter. So I'm trying to tempt him by pulling this gear apart so we can do a shim count.
I do like pulling gears apart. Give it to me.
All right, okay, I'm gonna finish this up. There's no need for you to check my work.
That means he's not gonna do anything. I saw somebody in the comments ask, why am I always yelling? And the answer is, because I have earplugs in.
All the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
Some of most of the time.
Huh?
And some people ask why I'm always yelling when I talk to Ed. It's because a similar reason.
Some people ask why Matt's yelling all the time, and the answer is, because he's angry.
How do you think that did?
Oh, there you go. Got it. Done?
Beautiful.
That's not too bad right up there. It's no Lizzie weld. Now, you can tell I'm a crappy welder because we're gonna grind it nice. It's stock. So one of the troubles with mounting a flag is, where do you mount it? Well, Rock Blocks sent me this cool Bronco specific flag mount. So we're gonna put it on, see how well it works. You just gotta wedge the other one in the right way. Boom. That's good. Check that out. You can get these at mattsofferrecovery.com.
Yesterday we put together this differential. Today I pulled the ring gear on by putting all the bolts in the back of it and tightening them up. Then I took them all out. Now I'm Loctiting them and putting them back in.
And I'm watching him do it.
We just dropped this in for the first time. Usually it takes a lot of iterations to make these come together. We have a lot of float. What do you call that?
Backlash.
Backlash.
So let's take all of these shims out and put them all right here just to
See if that's backlash. If I just pick it up, you want to switch them?
well, you got to get it out of there. So these are setup bearings.
You're remembering where all these go.
They've been reamed out so that we can just do this really easy without having to press them off and on. This gets us really, really close. Okay, up. Does it? All right.
All right.
All right. We have some problems.
These gears are not going to work in here.
They're the wrong side of the split on the carrier. I don't know how it happened, but it did. So we're gonna do our best.
We could fix it with a spacer or a thick ring gear, and I think that's the way we're gonna go. We got some parts coming.
Okay, we're gonna call it a day, and tomorrow we're gonna come back with some new ideas and some new energy, and
we'll be back like this.
good morning. It is another day of working in the shop. We're working on the back axle for the Banana still, and today we're gonna make some progress.
Yesterday, we reached an impasse, but we're moving on.
Yes, it's the kind of impasse where we can still like circumnavigate it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
All right, so we're gonna get some measurements off the old axle and then transfer them to the new axle, get that all welded up. We're just gonna keep working.
Come along with us now.
You have to, because Tom said. All right, so I needed to find an angle of the lower brackets. I think they're like 15 degrees, I don't know. I was gonna use a piece of cardboard and then find it with the angle finder, like the digital one, but Tom purchased this angle finder.
You gotta hit the on button.
Okay.
And now, if you check this out, right here. It'll just tell you what the angle is. We cut out the whole cardboard step.
I don't know if I like it yet or not, but I'm gonna try it. I'm still having to eyeball it because I can't get right on it. But if there's one thing I can do, it's eyeball. Okay, 62 degrees. Tom, what does that mean?
You want that on my notebook?
Hey, Matt, Look who came to visit.
It's Robbie. So you called me out here. What do you got for me today?
I need you to paint Hefe's Bronco.
Okay, let's go check it out. So I'm just here to paint Hefe's Bronco since he broke all the parts on it because nobody can build a car like me. I won the Derby for the YouTubers.
What do you do to fix that, Robbie?
You hit it with a can of brake cleaner like this. You start over.
Scrap it.
So we went out and measured the other axle so we can see where all the brackets were. We've got these really high quality brackets from Barnes. So there's been a little bit of chatter about retiring the Banana. And one thing that lets us keep using the Banana and not retire it is Barnes 4-wheel drive, because they have these awesome brackets. We can just keep upgrading it, making it stronger, better, faster, stronger, bigger.
Yeah, these are super nice. They go in really quick and they are crazy strong.
So if you have an older vehicle that you're just not ready to retire, but it's still not quite cutting the mustard, you can go over to Barnes 4-wheel drive, get yourself some parts, use the promo code MORR at checkout, and you can add new life to your old vehicle.
I've got a vehicle just like you described, and I'm going to do that soon.
They also make stuff for new vehicles as well.
Why do we have Robbie here today?
I don't know. Nobody can auto repair like me.
22.5, that would be to the middle of this. That would be to right there.
We got done blow tack and staticking it, and now we're applying coat number 2.
After waiting 13 minutes.
Look how well we blended it.
That's a nice.
Hi, Robbie.
I don't know who the real Robbie is. If you guys have me shoot one of you, I'm going to have a really...
It's honestly disturbing how much you actually can pull that off. Yeah. He does look good.
I'm all finished with Hefe's Bronco. I'm off to win another Derby.
Okay, bomb goes on.
73.1. Half a degree.
That's fine. That,
Oh yeah.
with a little bit of support, would be enough to mount the suspension.
Are you switching out the shocks?
Oh, all right. We're going to be using these brackets incorrectly. So, we've got this.
So we got to angle those.
Yeah,
lot.
the degrees you said.
62.
That's it, like right there. So we've got to come up with a way to mount this as strong as possible.
Matt's plasma cutting these holes in the bottom so he can avoid using Sally over here. He'll do anything to avoid her.
So I'm all self-conscious because Tom's here. Usually I just like slap him on. The misalignment of the joint will handle it.
I'm glad I've been a positive influence.
All right, it's Friday afternoon. Nobody came back to work after lunch
Yeah.
except for me and Tom.
It's very quiet in here.
So he's heading out. He's got a youth group. He's got to take camping at the lake.
Yeah, I came back and then I'm leaving.
I'm just going to kind of mess around on this, maybe finish welding some brackets. Nothing very interesting, but we'll see you Monday morning. Good morning. It's a new day in the shop. It's been a crazy weekend, but I did sneak in here and put some brake brackets on here.
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Those look nice. The Banana is going to be stopping even 11% more better.
That's 22%. If my math is correct. Tom, tell us what we're going to be working on today.
We're going to be putting the hubs and the brakes on this axle.
And
I'm back.
how was your trip?
It was awesome. I spent a week out in the middle of nowhere with 11 horses and many, many cows trying to gather them. And I even got to carry a little baby calf on my saddle with me.
A little baby calf. I thought she said she was going to be carrying her 6-shooter. Riding her pony on a cattle drive. All right. Well, that was awesome. Okay, so Lizzie's back. I've got to go out and paint some wheels, believe it or not. I've literally got to do that. I'm going to put Tom and Lizzie on this. We'll go to that point. If they got orange paint on them, you can leave them together and drop them off.
Trailer tire?
Yeah, we don't need it anymore.
But it's chrome.
It's chrome.
Okay, these hubs are ready to go on, so we are gonna lube them up. Because this is a full floating axle, we're gonna use gear oil, and it's coming apart. I'm dripping it onto the rotors, that's bad. Yep. Okay, we won't tell them out about that. We're gonna use gear oil instead of grease, and we'll get these put together. We're gonna put it in here first, and then we're gonna put the seal on, then we'll stick it on the axle. Seal in, because this is how Matt does it. Oh no.
What? Did you forget to put the...
That was supposed to go in first.
Oh.
Okay, so we did that exactly wrong.
Oh boy.
All right, bearing first, then seal. Okay, seal's off. I don't know.
Reusable or no?
Matt might reuse it. We'll check with him. I would buy a new one, but for now, we'll just use this one. Try this one more time. I'm gonna hold that up and you slide that in that way.
This way?
Yep. Now try to tighten that nut on. Tighten this inner one up as tight as you can.
All right, I got all those wheels marked, and now Jake can take them off to the various places that they go. That's out of my hair. Back to the shop. Hefe just pointed out I'm wearing a Record Games team biker gang shirt.
Yeah. I still have mine.
And this patch got sewn on a little bit wonky, and it bugs Hefe really bad.
So everybody always thinks the letters are straight, but they're not straight. Like if you look at the back, the patch is, yeah, like the letters go up at an angle. That's the correct way
because
to display
upward
the
and onward, onward and upward. That's our motto.
Always a good trajectory. Okay, Matt, we got one side together, but we did a bad thing.
What's that? Forgot to put the seal in?
No, we put the seal in. We forgot to put in the bearing
Oh.
or the seal. So one of the bearings, one of the seals, I had to pull back out. Tell me if you would reuse this.
It's so cheap and easy to get. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Unless you took it out expertly.
You did.
It's a pretty good shape,
Oh.
but I don't know. Your call.
Oh, just put some of that white stuff, toothpaste on
lithium?
there,
Oh, the Teflon?
and then pop it in there.
Smash it in.
Yeah, I'd run it.
All right, we're gonna run it.
What would a nuclear engineer do? Yeah, it has not affected the seal.
I already told them that I would buy a new seal, but you might run that seal. Trying to keep the dirt from the wood.
Once again, you can see here, this is the old axles that came in that rear end, and this is the new axle, 35 spline, much bigger and beefier. It's a lot of work to get these axles in there, but it's going to be worth it because they'll never break. So these axles are from Yukon. They're chromoly, and they are universal length, so they make the splines extra long, so they'll work for whatever you're doing, whatever axle you're doing. 33 3/8. That's what we're looking for.
These are going on the back of the banana. We've been waiting a long time for these.
What do you think's holding that out?
Matt hasn't really taken to the drill press as quickly as I hoped he would, so I've got an idea to try to get him to warm up to it. I think Matt was joking when he said he'd like the drill press to make him a milkshake, but that's what we're gonna do. I bent this stirrer out of some welding rod. I got a cup. We're gonna grab the ingredients and see what it can do.
Let's see if it fits.
That's what we needed.
All right, ready for a test fire. Okay, I think that's milkshake making speed. We're gonna use Tillamook.
So like I said, we've got the thin gear set, we need the thick gear set. So the whole center section's coming out, which means these axles have to come out. So we're just putting them in there to be neat. And where's Tom? So me and Lizzie have to finish bolting these on because Tom's off messing with his drill press. He hasn't left that thing alone since we got it.
Secret ingredient. I don't know what's gonna happen. There goes.
Put them on the
I'm cranking it up, man.
yo-yos.
Oh, here we go. That did it. 2,000 RPM. Okay, this milkshake's ready. We'll see if it does the trick. Matt!
Yo.
The drill press, Sally, made this milkshake for you.
Sally?
Yeah, it's a strawberry.
My favorite. That's a good milkshake.
Yeah? What do you think of her?
Did you talk to Jamie?
No.
I like my milkshakes very, very particular. I like them without hardly any flavor and very runny, and that's what this is. You might think that I'm joking, I'm not. Jamie, I need a witness.
I'm a witness. He likes them runny.
Perfect milkshake for Matt.
That's really good.
So Matt, are you gonna let Tom keep the drill press around?
I think so.
All right, I knew he'd come around.
I'm serious, man. This is really good. I'm giving this an A++.
I got to give one of these a try. These are really good.
So this will bolt right into the banana right now, but it doesn't have any suspension. Oh, look at those. All right, I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but it's gonna go something like that with the appropriate bracing and gussets. We'll do a nasty stack on this too. All right, so while we're waiting for parts to come in so we can finish the axle swap, I thought that I'd take you out in the yard, show you upcoming projects that we have.
Box. Oh, MORR batteries are dead.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't start this morning.
Okay, jump box is over there.
All right.
That's a great segue into what we need to do because we're in a maintenance scurry here. We've been ignoring everything. I know some of you have noticed that we're just like building and doing things and running out and getting this done and that done, and our poor fleet is just suffering. So we'll start with the MORR and let you know what we've got left to do on it. I still get comments like, when are you going to put air conditioning in the MORR? And the MORR has air conditioning, and it's pretty much had it since day one. So what the MORR doesn't have is it doesn't have the air conditioning ducting, vents and all that stuff finished.
It comes out of the center console.
It goes out, shoots against the windshield, cools the windshield really good, and then kind of heats up and falls on you. It needs the center console finished and the air conditioning ducting. A transfer case. We need to put a 3-to-1 transfer case in it, whatever that means. She's ready for an oil change too.
All right. We got everything here to do it now.
Yep. We need to fix the engine oil temperature. We need to put the scanner bar on.
Oh yeah, I think I had that right here.
We need to put a 6.0 in here.
An LQ9?
That's just on the to-do list, on the
Yeah.
maintenance list.
Yeah,
Put the 6.0 engine in.
It's just a small maintenance.
it might be a 6.2.
Swap engine.
Who knows? We need to wash out the cooling system, like the dust.
What about the seats? The seats are broken.
We need to repair the seats. Full throttle batteries. I would like to put a screen style filter on the transmission. It needs a new steering column in it. We want a line lock for the brake.
Is that for sweet burnouts?
Yes, it would help. Oh, we need to put a windshield washer system in this. What are you laughing about?
There's no window washer system on this?
Yeah.
What?
And I don't know, like, if there's room right there for a bottle.
We gotta fix the wiper switch. It's all jacked up.
Fix the wiper switch. Figure out what's wrong with the wipers. We've never tightened the doors and adjusted the doors, so let's just do a readjust and tightening of the doors.
All the doors.
Yeah. We need a new mirror here. Lube and adjust the window regulators. Clean the cabin air filter. And then we need to redesign the air inlet, the air return
What was that?
for the AC. I would like to put some kind of a hard net in here. We've had
To keep the dogs back?
we've had a soft net in there, and everything just piles underneath it and then falls down into the heater inlet. We need to vent this tank. It is not vented. Complete sticker kit
New
for
glass.
this. Oh yeah, we need new glass. Look at this.
Whoa.
This is a secret compartment.
That's cool.
That's how you would check your oil back in the day. Yeah, rear differential seat. This is the secret to Lizzie's happiness when it comes to rock crawling in the MORR.
Yes.
This is a 3-to-1 gear set. There's more than that, but that's all we can think of right now. Let's go out to the yard and look at the rest of the projects. So now the Banana. What do we need? What do we want? I'm going to say both of them as if they are of the same importance. So I would like to redesign this air intake and get it out of the cowl. But I'd still like it to be getting cool air.
It's noisy in the cow.
Redesign what? What was it called?
Air intake. This does have bad air conditioning. Last fall, the pump seized. I would like to trim this shroud for optimal
You want the
airflow.
fan halfway out or whatever.
Yep. Reroute heater hose, probably to here.
I'd like to tune it. I would like to get the HP tuner hooked up to the stock computer
It
and
needs tuning.
see if our fuel ratio and our timing are good.
Yeah, when it's really hot, this is struggling with 91 octane at like 4,500 RPM. You can hear it pinging a little bit.
Okay.
I need to reconfigure these battery boxes so that they'll hold the bigger batteries.
The full throttle.
Do we need to put a truss on this? I designed it originally to do that. So write a truss. I want to look into making a custom grill that's thin aluminum so that we can fit a pair of electric blowing fans there. Right now there's no room for them. We need to do the clutch delete. Finish the wire tuck. We do need to put the transmission pan on and service the transmission.
Okay.
Oil temperature sensor installed. Clearance front drive shaft. We've got a tiny bit more clearance to do on that.
It's still rubbing.
We need to adjust front steering. We already know this, but we got the rear axle swap / ORI. We need to give both vehicles a complete safety inspection, because I know that there's a turn signal that's not working on this. And we need a tool management system. I would like places for the soft shackles, places for the bow shackles, a place for, a first aid kit, just a place for all the things instead of the pile of parts.
And the ropes. The ropes can kind of pile in after
The ropes can
everything
kind of
else.
pile. There would be places to hang stuff, especially
Okay.
if you had that rack on the back and
Yeah.
put soft shackles on there or something. I don't know.
Sweet.
We're going to readjust all these doors now that it's settled in with Robbie's help. Install rugged radios, both Banana and MORR. Rear rock lights. It needs a new decal kit. Okay, the Samurai needs new axles front and rear, heavy duty. It's gonna need wheels and tires, drive shafts, and it needs a low range transfer case. It needs a new soft top.
The Harley carburetor? Yeah.
We need to talk to Holly about fuel injection. Whatever. Right turbo, question mark. This particular vehicle is not gonna have air conditioning.
What's your plan with the top? Are you gonna keep it and just open?
I'm gonna buy a new soft top for it. Link front and rear, ORI ×4. So
Alright.
we're probably gonna be running Dynatrack, and we're gonna keep them narrow as possible because this is gonna be our extreme narrow trail, world's smallest off-road recovery wrecker. So this gets everything. It's gonna get new tracks, new final drive. We're gonna upgrade all the axles and wheels, engine, transmission. We're gonna stretch it about 8 inches so the back seat's not so crowded. Cooling system, exhaust system, lights, mirrors, camera.
Maybe we should like list all the parts we're keeping.
Cab and chassis. These are all maintenance and...
Some of them are major projects.
Yeah, so these are all maintenance and major projects we got coming up. We're gonna just knuckle down and get the fleet back up to full operating pressure, temperature, style, condition,
Color.
cut and clarity. All right, we have got a lot of projects. We already know what we should do first, but what do you think we should do first?
So a lot of you have been wondering where I've been. I haven't been on the channel as much lately, and that is because I got married last September, and so I've been spending more time with my husband's family, doing a lot of ranching stuff, moving and driving cattle and riding horses all the time, which is something that I've grown up doing. I've always loved it, and I'm glad to take this opportunity to be able to do it more.
So Lizzie has gone from full-time to part-time. She's still going to be around. She's still going to be helping with recoveries. So it makes sense if you think about it. Lizzie's growing up.
I'm happy that I'll still be seeing you around, and thanks for watching.
Order up!
I'm really starting to like this drill press. Hey, look, the parts we've been waiting for the banana axle.